Let's talk about Halloween, a night when the world transforms, and everyone gets to be someone, or something, else for just a few magical hours. And when it comes to transformation, there's one person who rules the night, Heidi Klum, the undisputed queen of Halloween. Every year Heidi throws the most legendary Halloween party in New York City, drawing celebrities, artists, and fans from all over the world. But it's not just the party itself, it's her jaw-dropping costume reveal that everyone waits for, with anticipation building for months. She spends months planning, working with top designers and makeup artists, transforming herself into something completely unrecognizable. Her costumes aren't just outfits, they're true works of art. From old ladies to Jessica Rabbit, from werewolves to aliens, she's done it all. Whether she's a giant butterfly or a cartoon bombshell, Heidi's creativity knows no bounds. The detail is mind-blowing. She doesn't just wear a costume, she becomes the character, down to the tiniest feature. This year, she raised the bar again, leaving everyone wondering how she could possibly top herself. The world was watching on October 31st, cameras flashing, red carpet rolled out, and the buzz in the air was electric. When she finally appeared, jaws dropped. People gasped, phones came out, and social media exploded with reactions. It was one of those double-take moments. Was that really Heidi? She was completely transformed, almost mythical. She didn't just show up. She made an entrance that will be talked about for years, setting a new standard for Halloween. The anticipation, the secrecy, the playful teases on social media, it's all part of the fun, and Heidi knows exactly how to build the hype. Heidi knows she's the queen of Halloween, and she wears that crown with pride, confidence, and a sense of humor. This year, she wore a crown of snakes, channeling the legendary Medusa, with a look that was both fierce and mesmerizing. Her dedication to this holiday is unmatched. She pours her heart, soul, and endless hours into every detail. Every year she proves why she's the undisputed queen, inspiring fans and fellow celebrities alike. The details of this year's costume? Next level. From the scales to the snakes, every inch was meticulously crafted. She's not just celebrating Halloween, she's redefining it, turning it into a true art form and a spectacle. For Heidi, it's not a party without a show-stopping transformation, and she makes sure every year is unforgettable. And this year, she delivered once again, leaving everyone in awe and raising the bar for what's possible. The Queen of Halloween is back, and she's better than ever, reminding us all why we love this holiday. So let's dive in and take a closer look at the masterpiece she created this year, and see how Heidi Klum continues to reign supreme on Halloween night. So, what did Heidi become this year? The anticipation was sky high, as it always is when Halloween rolls around and Heidi Klum is about to make her entrance. Fans, photographers, and fashion critics alike waited with bated breath, eager to see what wild transformation she would unveil this time. She transformed into Medusa, the legendary Greek monster known for her snake-covered head and petrifying gaze. It was a bold, unexpected choice that instantly captured everyone's imagination. This wasn't a simple costume. It was a full-body transformation that required hours of meticulous work. The process was intense, involving a team of artists and designers working in perfect harmony. The moment she appeared, the energy shifted. Gasps and cheers erupted from the crowd, and all eyes were glued to her as she made her entrance. She didn't just walk, she slithered onto the scene, channeling Medusa's mythical presence with every movement. The costume was pure spectacle, more impressive than most movie effects. The craftsmanship was on another level, with every scale and snake perfectly placed. Every detail was perfect, from her snake-filled head to her winding tail. The headpiece alone was a work of art, and the tail seemed to have a life of its own. She moved and posed like a true mythical monster, freezing the crowd with her intense dramatic stares and serpentine gestures. It was performance art on the red carpet, blurring the line between fashion and fantasy in a way only Heidi can. Hours of prosthetics, makeup, and intricate pieces, Heidi commits like no one else. Her dedication to the craft is legendary, and it shows in every inch of her look. She wasn't just wearing Medusa, she embodied her. Every gesture, every glance, was pure character. The first look was jaw-dropping, and the more you looked, the more details you noticed. It was a visual feast that kept surprising you. Medusa is a powerful, iconic figure, and Heidi brought her to life in a modern, terrifying, and stylish way. She reimagined the myth for a new era. It was horror meets high fashion, a perfect blend of the eerie and the elegant. Photographers went wild, trying to capture every angle. The flashes lit up the night, desperate to immortalize this unforgettable look. Heidi gave them a show to remember. She officially won Halloween, again. No one was surprised, but everyone was amazed. She set a new standard for Halloween costumes, inspiring fans and celebrities alike to push their own creative limits. Medusa was a brilliant choice, and Heidi made it unforgettable. Her creativity and commitment continue to raise the bar every year. Once again, she proved she's in a league of her own, redefining what it means to truly own the spotlight. Let's talk about that headpiece. It wasn't just a costume accessory, it was the centerpiece of the entire look, the thing that made everyone stop and stare the moment Heidi walked in. This wasn't just a wig, it was a moving, writhing mass of snakes, each one slithering and twisting as if it had a mind of its own. The snakes actually moved, darting their heads as if alive. The effect was so realistic, it was almost unsettling to watch up close. It was creepy, mesmerizing, and totally realistic. People couldn't help but be drawn in, both fascinated and a little bit freaked out. Each snake was detailed, painted in shimmering greens and golds. The scales caught the light, making the whole headpiece glimmer with every movement. Her real hair was hidden, replaced by this hypnotic crown. It was a total transformation. Heidi disappeared, and Medusa took her place. The headpiece alone was more impressive than most full costumes. It was a showstopper, dominating the room and setting a new standard for Halloween extravagance. It instantly announced, "Medusa has arrived." The entrance was dramatic, unforgettable, and had everyone reaching for their cameras. Heidi's face was transformed too, terrifying fangs, a forked tongue, and scaly makeup. Every detail was carefully crafted to complete the illusion. She hissed and glared, fully in character. It wasn't just a look, it was a performance, and she owned every second of it. Her eyes were piercing, thanks to dramatic makeup and colored contacts. They seemed to glow, adding to the mythic, supernatural vibe. She was a glamorous, high-fashion monster. Only Heidi could make Medusa look this chic and terrifying at the same time. The moving snakes, the fangs, the tongue, the makeup, it all created an unforgettable Medusa. Every element worked together to bring the myth to life. Heidi's dedication to detail is unmatched. She spent hours perfecting every aspect, making sure nothing was overlooked. She didn't just want to look like Medusa, she wanted to become her. The transformation was total, from head to toe. That headpiece will go down in Halloween history. It's the kind of costume people will talk about for years to come. It was innovative, spectacular, and totally Heidi. She raised the bar for everyone else at the party. One question: how heavy was that thing? With all those moving parts and intricate details, it must have felt like carrying a real crown of serpents. But for Heidi, it was worth every ounce. The headpiece was just the start. The bodysuit was a masterpiece too. Heidi was covered head to tail in a skin-tight, scaly suit that shimmered under the lights. The detail was incredible. Realistic scales, shifting colors, and a perfect fit. The suit blended seamlessly with the headpiece, creating a complete illusion. And then, there was the tail. A massive, coiling serpent's tail that trailed behind her. It moved as she did, adding to the slithering effect. Every piece worked together to create a stunning, terrifying creature. The craftsmanship was next level. Heidi didn't just wear a costume, she became a mythical beast. From head to tail, it was a work of art. That's what sets her apart. Total transformation. When Heidi does Halloween, she goes all in. Heidi knows the magic is in the details. She didn't stop at snakes and scales. She brought props to complete the look. Her main accessory, a bow and arrow, ornate and ancient-looking. It added a dangerous hunter vibe to Medusa. She played with it on the red carpet, aiming at photographers and even her husband. It made for unforgettable photos and kept her in character. Heidi's playful spirit shone through. She was a monster having fun. The accessories told a story. Medusa wasn't just a monster, but a force to be reckoned with. She interacted with the crowd, making the costume come alive. That's what makes her reveals legendary. It's not just a look, it's a performance. Every detail, every action, is part of the show. Heidi's commitment to character is what makes her the queen. She thinks of everything, and it shows. That's why her costumes are unforgettable. Every monster needs a hero, and Heidi brought one, her husband, Tom Collins. Tom was the perfect counterpart, a knight in shining armor, but with a twist. His armor was pierced with arrows, and he had a petrified, stone-cold look. The storytelling was brilliant. He was the knight who lost to Medusa. The details were spot on. Silver armor, arrows in his chest, one eye turned to stone. They weren't just a couple in costumes. They were characters in a myth. Tom committed to the role, standing stiff and shocked, as if frozen by Medusa's gaze. The contrast between them was striking. Predator and prey, monster and hero. Their costumes told a story at a glance. It's what makes them the ultimate Halloween power couple. They collaborate, they commit, and they always deliver. The Medusa and knight pairing was genius. Together, they brought the legend to life. Heidi and Tom's costumes weren't just matching, they were a narrative. Her bow and arrow matched his wounds, her stone gaze matched his petrified eye. It was a story told through costume, executed flawlessly. The visual contrast was stunning. Dark, slithering Medusa and bright frozen knight. They plan every detail to work together, not just as individuals, but as a pair. This isn't their first iconic couple's costume. They have a tradition of telling stories together. From Shrek and Fiona to Fisherman and Worm, they always connect their characters. It's become a Halloween tradition within a tradition. Their teamwork and sense of fun make their costumes legendary. Tom is always game for Heidi's wildest ideas. The result? Pure Halloween magic. Their Medusa and Knight will go down as one of the best ever. That's the power of a great Halloween duo. Why do we love Heidi's Halloween so much? She reminds us of the joy of dressing up and letting loose. Her costumes are pure artistry, custom-made, high concept, and months in the making. She pushes the boundaries of what a costume can be. It's not about looking cool, it's about creating wonder and surprise. Her sense of humor and love for transformation shine through every year. She's not just wearing a costume, she's creating a moment. That passion is contagious. Heidi's Halloween is a tradition that brings magic to the season. She's earned her title as Queen of Halloween, year after year. Her legacy? Inspiring us all to be more creative, more playful, and more daring. Long live the Queen. Another Halloween, another show-stopping transformation. Heidi's Medusa has set a new standard. Again. The question now, how will she top this next year? The speculation starts as soon as the party ends. We know she's already dreaming up her next big idea. Each year is a new adventure, a new surprise. She's made Halloween her own personal holiday, and we're all lucky to watch. Whatever she does next, it'll be elaborate, shocking, and totally Heidi. Thank you, Heidi, for keeping the magic alive. We can't wait to see what you do next. No pressure.